Hello, everybody. Um, as I was kind of stirring in my sleep this morning, I didn't sleep very well. I was kind of just in and out. Um, I received the word Culpeper, and it seems familiar, as if this wasn't the first time I received this word. And if this makes any sense, like intellectually, in my normal memory, I don't recall receiving this word before. I have a semi-photographic memory. I don't recall ever writing that in my journal, but I haven't always written everything down either. But in my spirit, I felt like this wasn't the first time I received this word. So anyway, I made sure to write it down this time, and I just did a little bit of research, and I prayed about it a little bit, and so anyway, when you pull up Culpeper, you can get a few different things. So apparently, the definition of Culpeper is someone, like, originally it had to do with like being an herbalist or whatever, but then it turned into some kind of like slang term or culture type term of like someone who puts on like luxurious parties or something. Apparently, there's a former football player with the last name of Culpeper, but my sense is that this doesn't have to do with either of those. So the third thing that popped up was a town or city in the state of Virginia, of the U.S., Culpeper, with one P instead of two P's. Now, this is what resonates in my spirit. I think this is what this is about. We can all pray about it. But, so, as you can see, that there is Culpeper, and it kind of is along the same, let me get my finger in the picture here, latitude of like Salisbury, Ocean City, little above like Fredericksburg, in the roundabout vicinity there. Well, I don't know if you are aware, but even if you put aside everything spiritual and prophetic, which, those who are spiritually awake, we don't want to do that, obviously. But even if, like hypothetically, excuse me, even if we put that all aside, the Navy has put out these maps. These maps have been around for a while. I think the first time I came across them was in 2015. Of the future map of the United States. There's there's a few of them. They're hard to like blow up. Again, I'm not good with technology, so sorry if I'm not really doing a good job here. You can go, look it all up yourself. But there's a few different maps here. I could try to like zoom in, I guess, on that area of the country. But if you look at all these maps, let me close that, I don't need that. And you look around that area of the country, Culpeper appears to be maybe like right along where the flooding is supposed to take place, right along where the new water-land boundary will be. So I think this might be a prophetic like warning that Culpeper is right along that boundary. I'm not going to venture to say whether they're in the safe zone or the danger zone, but I think they're right along that boundary, right in that vicinity. usually God gives us warnings, so I guess if I were to lean towards one or the other, I would guess, if it's a warning, that would mean that there's danger. So I guess that means that if you are east of Culpeper, or maybe in the Culpeper area, it's time to start fasting and praying and asking the Lord where you should relocate to, because when the tsunami hits, that's where the water is going to probably come in to. And as I've mentioned in other videos, if you go to the YouTube channel Sabbath Seekers, I think I linked it in at least one of my videos, but she was given a prophetic warning of 85 bombs hitting what she has now figured out is 22 coastal states. And just putting together different, various prophecies, again, it sounds like Manhattan will be hit first, and that these bombs are going to be like nuclear, and that could cause earthquakes, which could then cause the tsunami that's going to hit. So, anyway, or maybe Culpeper is going to be bombed. I doubt that. I wouldn't think so. I have heard that Washington, D.C. is going to be bombed. But I'm not God. I don't know. So I'm just relaying the message, the warning, that if you're in the Culpeper area of Virginia or east, it's time to get out of the way. And again, if you just type in future map of the USA or anything to that effect, you'll find these maps. And so like I said, Culpeper seems to kind of be right in that vicinity on all the maps. They all kind of vary a little bit, but so that's that. That's my my warning. Culpeper, Virginia, get the heck out of Dodge. It's time to get up and move out of the way. And of course this goes for really just the rest of the East Coast. Time to get up and move. All right. I bless you all in Jesus' name. Thanks. Bye.